Y'all, so today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. Obviously, if you can see the title, it probably says Q&A, but I just went on Instagram and asked for people to ask me questions, and yeah, so I'm just going to answer the ones that I got. The first question I got is, what is my fave part about college and what do I want to do after? So I haven't even thought about these questions, so hopefully I can come up with something really quick. But my favorite part about college for me personally is I am from Washington, but I go to school in Montana, if you didn't know. But yeah, so my favorite part is just leaving and having to kind of mature and grow in that way. That's one of my favorite parts, but also just meeting a ton of new people, making new connections. Yeah, I've loved it, and that's been my favorite part. I don't my classes aren't that much better than high school, but anyway. And what do I want to do after? That is a really good question. So currently I'm in school as an elementary ed major, which I think someone asked what I'm currently doing in school. So I'm an elementary ed major, and I love kids. I've always loved kids, and I would love to work with them, but I just don't know if that's what I'm the most passionate about. I'm really passionate about kids, and I love being around kids, but I really like doing creative things, but I just don't have something specific. I would love to kind of be my own boss one day and be able to work from home so I can be with my kids all day. But yeah, we will see. That's a really good question. Other than the fact that I am in school to be a teacher, I would love to do something like interior design or something like that, just something creative. Not sure, we will see. Okay, so the next question is, how do I edit my photos? So I use ViscoCam, I think Visco, I don't know how you say it, ViscoCam. And I always use the Edit A6, which actually you can download it for free. It doesn't just come on once you get the app. I think you have to go and download it. But yeah, I always use A6, and typically I'll turn the brightness up, always sharpen, contrast up. It really depends on the picture, but usually always brightness. I'll turn the warmth up usually. Yeah, that's the main thing. Oh, and tint. I like pinky. If I have something pink in my picture, I really like it to be pink because that's my favorite color. It's my pink chair, obviously. But yeah, so I always turn the tint up just a little bit. And usually I only do it a little tiny bit because I want everything to look, I want it to look natural, but I mean, you edit your pictures, it can't really always look natural. So someone asks, where do I find my fashion inspiration? I definitely just find my fashion inspiration from Pinterest, which it's cool because Pinterest is so many different people, so many different bloggers, or just clothing brands, but it's all in one place, which is so cool. So I just like going on there and going to my clothes board on my Pinterest and looking at what I've pinned before. And so it's kind of nice in the morning when I'm getting ready. If I don't feel inspired to dress up, I just kind of go in there, and it's so many different people, so it's really cool just to have all those options in one place. Also, what am I looking forward to most in 2018? I definitely have to say this YouTube channel, just because I've wanted to do this for so long, and this year I just felt really pushed and inspired to do it this year. So I'm really excited to pursue that this year and just make that one of my priorities because I feel committed to it. Someone asked, how long have you and Bob been dating? So Bobby, or Bob, is my boyfriend, and we have been dating for 4 years. It was in the end of October is our 4-year anniversary, so 4 years and a couple months. What are the pros and cons of college cheer? So there's a lot of pros for me. I think one of the biggest things was it taught me that if you put your mind to something, you can really do it. Trying out for the team, even just in the trial process, I had only done cheer for 3 years in high school. I didn't do it for 2 years. And my senior year and my freshman year of college, I didn't cheer. And yeah, just pushing myself and putting my mind to it, learning how to tumble, which I didn't really know how to do. And then also partner stunting, stunting with a guy, or just flying in general, which I never flew in high school. So just things like that, I really just worked at it, and so it pushed me in that way, just knowing you can put what you put your work into, you can actually accomplish, which is really cool. That sounds so cheesy, but it's true. And also just the amount that I've been pushed physically and that I would have never done, and it made me more confident knowing that again, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. But honestly, just the amount that I've been pushed by my teammates, my coaches, doing things that I would have never, ever like tried or thought I could do. And everyone's so encouraging, which is another pro. Like, I just felt like really encouraged with the coaches and with the people on the team, which is cool. Also, the community that like the town has and supports the team, and just the Grizz in general. Like, they say Grizz Nation, and it feels like real. Like, Grizz, it feels so cool to be a part of a school that has that kind of school spirit. Some people may beg to differ, but like, honestly, people are big fans here, and it's just cool because in high school, being a part of the cheer team wasn't like a huge deal. I mean, it's cool, but it just feels like I'm really a part of something here, which was something important for me and really helped me feel like Montana was home. But cons, I don't really know. Honestly, I've had so many, it's like been a really good thing for me. But cons, it's a lot more work than high school cheer, more hours. And I wouldn't say that's like horrible, but definitely it's harder on my body. That's a con for me. I'm older, so it's like my flexibility is going away, especially that I didn't do it for 2 years and things like that. But yeah, cons, there's not a lot for me. But yeah. What do you use for skincare and your hair? Ooh, good question. Currently I'm just using Burt's Bees Gentle Face Wash. I honestly don't have a set skincare routine. I just kind of use whatever. For a while I was using a really specific brand in like their whole line, but right now I'm just using Burt's Bees face wash. And my hair, I'll go get that shampoo and conditioner. Okay, I use Eva. I use Eva NYC. I don't know. I got these at Costco, but I know they sell them at Ulta, and they're pretty cheap, but they smell really good. And yeah, so I use those, and I like it a lot. But other than that, I don't really have a set like skincare routine. But yeah. Ooh, this is a really good question. Advice for getting through high school and first relationships. Okay, so so my first relationship is my current boyfriend right now. And like I said, we've been dating for over 4 years. So my advice for getting through high school and first relationships. Is that high school relationships? Okay. So for this question, this is such a good question. Ooh, I just don't know how to answer it. Okay, so advice for getting through high school and first relationships. So advice for getting through high school. This is what I wish I would have known. Do not care so much what people think. Like, that is the most basic thing you can say, but honestly, I just feel like I cared so much what people thought, and I just was trying to not impress everyone, but like be a certain way because I thought that that is how I should be. By senior year, I was kind of like, I don't really care anymore. If you don't know, I did online school for 1 semester, my senior year of high school, the first semester, and then second semester I came back. But that's kind of when I was like, I just don't care if people think anymore. I don't want to go to school, so I'm not going to school. But I wish I would have realized that sooner. And also, invest in like real friendships. Don't hang out with people just because you think that they're the right people to hang out with. Invest in people more. Yeah, definitely I wish I would have invested in friends more, because I have a lot of people that I was friends with in high school, but not a lot of people that like are my best friends forever, which I don't think you always need to find those in high school. But yeah, and school really matters. I'm not good at school, and I didn't realize that like taking college classes in high school is a great idea. So take like college in the classroom, or whatever your high school offers. For the relationship part of that question, or first relationships, things that I wish I would have known or that made it work or whatever, one of the things is definitely don't feel like you have to spend every single second with that person. I feel like I was like that. I just was like, oh, every day, what are you doing? Let's hang out. Which one isn't healthy for you, isn't healthy for him or her, whoever you're dating. just because you need to be your own person, you need to have your own friends, your own life. And in high school, I was so like set on like, I need to hang out with this person. I care so much what this person thinks. I just like this person, I need to hang out with Bobby. His name's Bobby. I need to hang out with him every day or whatever. And that was one of the issues that we had. He was always like, I don't have time for that. I can't hang out with you every day. And like, that's something I wish I would have realized. Like, just give yourself like space, different time to hang out, and don't feel like you have to hang out all the time. Also, just making like your stuff a priority too. I definitely think that relationships are hard because you do have to sacrifice some things, but don't sacrifice your values or things you really believe in, because if that person doesn't agree with those things, then there's like no point in dating them. Because I mean, you're gonna differ on some things, but like your core values, things you are really passionate about, make sure those are similar, which is what I think why our relationship has worked. And also something that for us that has been a huge thing is like having God in the center, because I wouldn't have even dated him if he wasn't like a Christian or didn't love God. But that doesn't apply to everyone if you don't feel that way. But for me, that's definitely a huge thing. And if that is to you, then my number one advice to you is make sure that they have that same heart for the Lord that you do. But yeah, so I think that those are the main things, but there definitely could be like an entire, you know, 10-minute video talking all about that. But yeah, okay, so when/how did you come to Christ? So when I was in elementary school, one of my best friends, I would stay at her house like every weekend, Saturday night, spent the night, but that was the thing, Sunday was for church. And so every Sunday I would go to church with them, and my family didn't go to church. Like we had been a few times for like Easter or whatever. But yeah, so I went with them, and like my parents were divorced, and so even at a young age, like I saw their family and like how her mom and dad were together, and it just, there was something special about that. And honestly, like I totally believe that's because they had God at the center of their relationship. And shout out to the Osadias, I love you guys. But yeah, so it kind of gets me really emotional thinking about it. But yeah, that really changed my life. And going into middle school, my mom didn't go, and I just was like, Mom, can we go to church? Like, please. And also just like her talking to the family that I would spend, you know, my weekends with. And also I know they had a huge influence on my mom going to church too. But yeah, I was kind of asking my mom to go to church. And then finally my mom started going to church I think when I was in 6th grade. And so middle school, I'd go to church every Sunday with my mom, and that was super amazing. And got baptized in 7th grade. And I think like freshman year of high school is kind of when I really like, I mean, every year I notice more and more how like much more it means to me that I have like God in my life, and I have that something so steady and never changing. Just it's kind of an overwhelming feeling. Like if you have ever had that feeling, you kind of know like when you feel that, and it's hard to explain, and it sounds kind of weird, but I just honestly don't know what I would even, I don't know. It's a comforting, and it's like the best feeling ever. I'm like rambling on because it's something that I can't explain in words. But yeah, so pretty much I came to Christ in elementary school, but over the years, it's like I'm constantly realizing how much more it means to me, and how much more important and what it means to be a Christian, or what it means not even just to be a Christian, but like someone that loves the Lord. And so yeah, that was kind of a long explanation, but pretty much elementary school is when I met the Lord, and then high school is when I really, really grew in my faith. And I'm still like growing and learning, and it, like I said, it's like ever changing and progressing. And yeah, so that was such a long answer, but there could be a whole video on that. That might be fun. Yeah, so thanks for that question. What's your favorite HGTV show? Fixer Upper. I mean, I love them all, but Fixer Upper. Next question is, what are my favorite places to eat both in Montana and in Tacoma? So definitely in Montana, my favorite places to eat, there's a lot of good places to eat here, but in Missoula, the Good Food Store, it's just like, there's like a deli bar, and that's the best. And then also the Bridge, just for some pizza and salad, good to go. But I don't know in Tacoma, Marlene's Market, that is a really, really good place there. Marlene's lunch is so good, but there's not a lot of like places that I just love. There's a lot of good coffee shops, but yeah, Marlene's Market's probably my favorite place to eat in Tacoma. What are my favorite stores to shop at? In Montana, I don't have a lot of options. So H&M has become my go-to. I go to H&M a lot, and that's where like a majority of my clothes are from. But thrifting, I've always done that, grew up doing that. My mom is someone that does that literally all the time. And so that is something I will always love. And Zara is, I love Zara so much. It's the best. Yeah, and they have that in Seattle, but they don't have it in a lot of places. So, I mean, they do, but I mean, I don't get to go there very often. And Target, I shop at Target a lot, and TJ Maxx. Those are probably the best ones, but daily, H&M, Target, and TJ Maxx, and thrifting. Those are the main ones. My go-to / must-have makeup products. I brought them here with me right now, but this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this is my favorite foundation. I love this so much. I used to hate foundation and wouldn't really wear it until last year, like decided to invest in some good makeup, and this foundation is really good coverage, but not cakey. I cannot stand cakey makeup. Like on me, I just feel like it's so bad. And so I can't say enough good things about this. I love this. And also, my Anastasia, what is it? Dip Brow, yes. Actually, my BFF gave this to me. She is such a good friend. She just didn't like it, but it is like gonna last me probably forever. It seriously is like, it's so good. And my eyebrows are already really dark, but I like this to shape them because they are just kind of crazy sometimes. And then another favorite is Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I feel like a ton of people have this, but I got this last year and I just wear it like every single day. I love it. And my favorite, this is the Define-A-Lash Mascara by Maybelline. And my mom just was using this one day and I used it, and seriously, okay, well, my lashes just aren't doing this justice right now because I put my makeup on while I was driving at 8 a.m. So my lashes aren't popping right now. But this mascara makes my lashes so long, and this is the best mascara, so y'all should definitely try it. And yeah, so those are the makeup products that I use on the daily. All you need is mascara, brows, and and foundation, and you're good to go. Then the next question is places you want to travel / have traveled. So I have been to, I'm gonna go in like order of like when I've been to places. Been to Mexico twice. I've been to Canada. I've been to Amsterdam and Paris. And definitely my favorite place, if you know me, you know it's Paris. I'm obsessed with Paris. I have been since I was a little girl, and it is everything I've dreamed of. It exceeded my expectations. Some people don't like Paris because they say it's dirty, but what the heck, it's so clean. I love Paris, so that is definitely my favorite place. And then another question is, what is a fashion trend that I wish would come back in style? So honestly, I love like 90s. I was obsessed with the 80s in middle school and like freshman year of high school, and I like wanted to wear all that stuff. But honestly, I think you can wear whatever you want now, and I don't really care if it's in style, but definitely the 90s and 80s stuff has come back around, and I love it all. I love it all. The scrunchies, the mom jeans, like the graphic tees, the hoops. Actually, hoops probably have always been style, but honestly, I think everything that I'd want to be in style right now or trendy is kind of back. So yeah, those are all the questions that I got. Thank you guys so much for asking me questions. I was very worried that no one would, but yeah, I'm so excited to be making YouTube videos, and I just thought this would be a good one so y'all could get to know me a little better if you didn't know me already. And yeah, so thanks for watching.